Has ChatGPT just killed Duolingo for language learning? I'm the productivity coach, and today, let's find out. Hi, I'm Stuart Ridout, the productivity coach, and I work at Microsoft as part of our AI modern work team. And today I'm looking at no Microsoft stuff altogether, but I'm looking at ChatGPT and Duolingo and looking at how they both can be used for language learning. Now, I am a massive Duolingo fan. I've got a 424-day streak, so I'm really invested in that. But I couldn't help but be excited by the ChatGPT announcements that came out this week about GPT 4.0. And in that, they used the voice interface to be able to speak really naturally to ChatGPT. And they did some demos of like some real-time translation. So let's just have a look at that.
Hey, ChatGPT, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day going?
I'm doing great. So I would like you to function as a translator. I have a friend here who only speaks Italian, and I only speak English. And every time you hear English, I want you to translate it to Italian. And if you hear Italian, I want you to translate it back to English. Is that good?
Perfetto.
Mark, io mi chiedo se le balene potessero parlare, cosa ci direbbero?
Mike, she wonders if whales could talk, what would they tell us?
They might ask, how do we solve linear equations?
Potrebbero chiederci come risolviamo le equazioni lineari.
Sicuramente sì.
Certainly, yes.
Great. Looks like it works.
So while I'm not expecting Duolingo to teach me about how to say Italian for, linear equations and things, sometimes, and even, when you've been using Duolingo for quite some time, you fall into the pattern of the types of kind of exercises they give you, but you can't help but be wondering, if I went to the country, would I be able to have a natural conversation with it? Because they kind of put lots of, vocabulary and stuff in, but you're not actually practicing and nobody's really picking you up on your mistakes and things like this. So I thought I would have a go at using ChatGPT today to try and learn a completely brand new language. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare Duolingo and ChatGPT for learning Swedish, because I thought, my good friend and colleague Eric, he's Swedish. We always speak English, so I thought I would have a go at seeing if I could learn just a few Swedish phrases to kind of work with him. So let's have a look here. So I've already pre-recorded my demos. So here's Duolingo. So obviously, lots of people love Duolingo. It's great. It's gamified. It helps you to kind of, it's got really colorful interfaces and leaderboards and things like this. And you can see that they've got loads and loads of different languages that they can work with. So if I pick Swedish here, it's kind of asked me like, where are we coming in? So I am brand new to Swedish. So I'm going to continue on from that point. And it takes me through that. So I'm going to start from scratch and it's going to kind of go through. It's going to teach me some vocabulary and stuff like this. So let's have a look.
Kaffe.
It's the first word there. So we'll go with coffee.
Kaffe.
So I love that you can kind of tap on the word if you're not sure, get the help.
Mjölk.
Milk, I should imagine, is milk. And again. And again, so what they're doing here is they're kind of teaching you different they're teaching different sounds and things like that to help you kind of recognize those breakdowns of the word and stuff. Here, obviously, hey, again, we're just picking from the word. So I right now, I've not said any Swedish at all. I'm just kind of recognizing it.
Hey.
And what they're really good is this consolidation. So you're kind of doing this over and over again, really getting that word embedded.
Tack. Mjölk.
So we've got milk, and tack is a new word for me, so I can tap on it. I can see it's the word. It says please.
Kaffe, tack. Kaffe, tack.
Okay, and we'll go and pop that in there.
Hey, Peter.
So we're working through this, lots of things, we've got leaderboards and stuff like this, and it's getting us straight into some of the common vocab. So let's just compare and contrast that experience with ChatGPT, because what I'm hoping for is something that's a little bit more conversational and kind of teaches me some of the phrases and things like this. Now, obviously, I'm not expecting to be fluent in Swedish after a 2-minute Duolingo experience or a similar length of time using ChatGPT, but I just wanted to kind of show the concept here. So here I'm now with ChatGPT. Hey there, ChatGPT. So I'd like to start to try and learn Swedish. I'm a complete beginner. I know no Swedish at all, but I'd really like to be able to converse with my friend Eric, who is Swedish, and he speaks excellent English. So I'd like you just to take me through like a guided starter lesson, take me from scratch, from no information at all. Does that sound good? So obviously, just kind of straight off the bat here, obviously because I do a lot of work with AI, I'm used to kind of prompting and having to say, actually, I'm going to give you a little bit more information about what my expectations are, what my persona is as a language learner, what good looks like and things like this. So, you might not find that with everyone. So that's just important to recognize.
That sounds like a fun challenge. Let's start with some basic phrases and pronunciation. First, let's learn how to greet someone. 1, hello in Swedish is hej, pronounced like hey. 2, good morning is god morgon, pronounced like good moron. 3, good evening is god kväll, pronounced like good kväll. Now let's move on to introductions.
So you can see that it's already given me a whole load of information. And right now my brain is kind of going, oh, hold on, you're moving on to introductions. We haven't kind of consolidated on the stuff that we've already got there.
1, to say my name is your name, you say jag heter your name, jak. 2, to ask what is your name, you say vad heter du, pronounced vad heter du, and a few polite phrases. 1, please is snälla, pronounced snälla. 2, thank you is tack, pronounced tack. 3, you're welcome is varsågod, pronounced varsågod. Do you want to try practicing these phrases a bit?
So obviously, like I say, really overwhelmed here. Lots and lots of information that's come in all at once, but let's have a go. So I think at this point I said yes. I've just not captured the audio correctly on that.
Awesome. Let's start with greetings. Try saying hello and good morning. 1, hello. Hey, pronounced hey. 2, good morning, pronounced good moron.
So I think at this point I was expecting that it would have asked me the first question and then it would have waited, I would have had a go, and then it would have done that itself. But it hasn't.
Let's practice introductions. Repeat after me. 1, my name is your name. Jag heter your name. Ter. 2, what is your name? Vad heter du?
Now, what you might have just missed there was it. So some of the audio I'm finding with the ChatGPT iOS app is kind of a little bit skippy. It was kind of adding little bits in here. So if I just go back just a few seconds and just have a play on that again.
Now, let's practice introductions. Repeat after me. 1, my name is your name. Jag heter your name. Ter. 2, what?
So you can see here it said Jag heter your name, and then it said ter again at the end. So it's kind of added it in. It's something kind of really weird has happened there, but we'll carry on.
What is your name? Vad heter du? Pronounced vad heter du. Finally, let's try some polite phrases. 1, please, snälla, pronounced snälla. 2, thank you, tack, tack. 3, you're welcome, varsågod, varsågod. Give these a try and let me know how it goes.
Okay, so let's do them one by one. So I'm going to start with hey. So here I'm starting to try and take control of ChatGPT a little bit more because it's not quite doing what I want it to do, and I can recognize that that it needs a little bit of help.
Great. Hello in Swedish is hey, pronounced hey. Give it a try.
Hey.
Perfect. Now let's move on to good morning, which is god morgon, pronounced good moron. Give it a go.
So that was a really odd one there, because if you listen, it said god morgon, and then it said, but it's pronounced god moran. So you can see there that it's reading out the way that it looks and then telling me what it should sound like. But sometimes I found that was a little bit confusing. So we'll carry on. Good moron.
Great job. Now let's try introducing yourself. To say my name is your name, you say jag heter your name, pronounced jag, your name. Give it a try.
And again, if you were just listening there, it just seemed to drop a little bit. It just seemed to drop a few seconds. So it said jag heter your name, which is the way that it's written, but it missed a bit out. So just play that again.
Introducing yourself. To say my name is your name, you say jag heter your name, pronounced jag, your name. Give it a try.
So he said jag tar name, which was really odd, confused me.
Jag Stuart.
So I kind of copied what it said because it sounded like it went jagt your name. So I just went jagt Stuart.
Close. It's Jag, pronounced Jag. So it would be Jag heter your name.
Jag heter Stuart.
So again, it actually is jag heter and then name, but it kind of went jag heter like all together there. So it sounded like it was something that needed to flow a little bit more.
Nice to meet you, Stuart. So in Swedish, you'd say Jag heter Stuart, pronounced Jag heter Stuart. Give that a try.
Jag heter Stuart.
You're doing great. Just a little tweak on the pronunciation.
So what I do like here is that it's kind of trying to, it's holding me to the standard. So it wants it better each time. Sometimes even when you do have the spoken parts on Duolingo, I feel that it's kind of a little bit fluffy about whether it accepts it or not. And this way, it's really kind of holding me to the standard. So we'll carry on here.
It's Jag heter Stuart, pronounced Yetter Stuart. Try it one more time.
Again, there you just heard it said Jag heter Stuart, pronounced Yetter Stuart. So it really is kind of getting confused. Now, if I go on a little bit here, let's move on a little bit further.
It's vad heter du, pronounced vad heter du. Try saying it again.
So this whole section was really weird for me, this one. So let's just...
Vad heter du?
You're close. It's vad heter du, pronounced vad heter du. Try saying it again.
Vad heter du?
Now, interestingly, because you just have this interface here with this blobby, cloudy thing, because I can't see the words, I wasn't sure whether it was saying vag or vad with a D or a G. So I found it really, really difficult at this point to kind of differentiate what it was after from me.
It sounds like you're mixing things up a bit. Let's refocus on the phrase vad heter du, pronounced vad heter du. Try saying it one more time.
Vad heter du?
And again,
Vad heter du?
And again, sometimes it missed what I said there. It didn't quite get it. It needed a bit more help. It needed some repetition.
It seems like we're getting a bit sidetracked. Let's try again with vad heter du, pronounced vad heter du. One more time. Vad heter du?
Vad heter du? Vad heter du?
Almost there. It's vad heter du, pronounced vad.
So lastly, just my last comment, and then we'll stop on this. But you can see that it's kind of mixing up speeds and how well it's breaking it down and slower and faster. And I know that that's how language is. Sometimes people speak quickly, sometimes people speak a little bit slower, and things like this. So it's the interesting thing here is, there's a lot of potential here. Now, when I stop the chat, I can see here the transcript of everything that's been said. And actually, it's really useful. So I can see here that it's vad heter du. And I can see that it's broken it down. Vad heter du. So actually, that's really, really useful for me. And I would have, really appreciated being able to see kind of that the text of what it was saying here, and you can see here like the whole interaction of my conversation about vad heter du, and why I wasn't getting it. So I think that had I been given the text on screen, I would have found it so much easier to kind of know what to say. So has ChatGPT killed Duolingo? I don't think it has just yet, because people love the colors and the characters and things like this. But I think that we're really, really close to kind of seeing that. Now, obviously, Duolingo is free. They do have an AI paid service, but it is a paid service. And ChatGPT 4.0 is free right now. So really, it's going to help people to get to grips with this latest model really, really quickly and have a lot of fun with it. So hopefully, you kind of found just this comparison between Duolingo and ChatGPT for language learning. Really interesting. And, you know, it's something that's a little bit different. So if you want to see more of this, I'm going to continue trying. You know, I've been doing a lot of practice on Duolingo on French. So I want to kind of do some longer conversational practice with ChatGPT and see how that gets on. So if you're interested in anything like that, anything to do with AI, ChatGPT, Copilot, productivity, Microsoft 365, any of those things, then please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you find out when another video comes out. Please like and share this, and then hopefully I will see you again on another video.